What is up, my little speckles? Welcome back to another video, and this is going to be my guide to ratting on woods. Not really ratting, I guess, just some nice spots to use that not a lot of people check, and it will net you many awesome, very cool, very epic kills. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you like what you see, tell me in the comment section down below. I'll be doing a guide like this for all of the maps, so comment which one you want to see next below. And if you like or learn something in this video, feel free to drop a like or maybe drop a sub if you want to come hang out for other videos later. I stream all this on Twitch under the same name, and enjoy the video, guys. Alright, the first spot is at the very corner of the map here, right by the RUAF extract. Anywhere in these rocks, you can just take up position, and you can see deep into the sawmill if it's not super foggy, like right there. That's the shack where violet keycard spawns. People run out of there a lot. There's some jackets in those things. Sometimes people loot. There's a black weapon crate right there. And you can see people sit on this rock a lot, which is another spot that we'll go to in a bit. And where else can you see people? Sometimes people like to sit right here, so you can kill them too. It's basically a counter sniping spot. It overwatches the med camp. It's got this like little tunnel underneath it. There's like a weapon crate under here or something. Yeah, right here. So what I do, if it's early in a raid, I'll just climb on top of this. And I'll get right up in this crevice. And you can see out over here. You can see behind you a little bit. But more importantly, you can see into the med camp. So you can get quite a few angles on here. You can't really get anyone when they're looting, unless they decide to loot like a piece of stuff, like food can spawn up there. So if they stop to pick up the loot, you can get a shot. There's a duffel in there you can get a shot on. There's loose loot on these tables as well. There's plenty of opportunities up here. Like you can see a lot, and not a lot of people look up here. It's a good spot. I use it a lot. So the next spot is actually in the med camp. You come up these stairs, run through this sea can, onto this mattress, jump over here, onto the sea can, onto this other sea can. You can jump over here. If you don't fucking do that, Jesus. So you can sit up here. You're kind of exposed, but like I've never seen someone sit up here, so you can get good angles on a lot of places. And it's like not very common for someone to be up here. They might not even know how to loot you if you are up here and happen to die. Yeah, you can lay right here too. Next spot is right here in these bushes. If you lay down in here, you're really hard to see. And a lot of people like to get up on this rock right here. And you'll see people rotating around this side of the map, especially if Sturman's here. You'll probably catch a lot of people out in the open trying to figure out where Sturman is in these trees. You can also see like this side of the map. No one ever really goes here. I've never killed someone over there. You can Billy Goat Skyrim horse physics your way up here. You don't have to do it this way, just get up to where I'm at. And you can run here, jump onto this ledge, and then jump up that one, and lay right here. You're kind of open, but it's a really nice spot to get angles on Sawmill. As long as you're not jittering, because this game doesn't know how to sit a player model on the ground. You can get people really deep in the tin building on a clear day. You can get people at duffel. There's a duffel bag to loot right there. You can get people that are looting, or you can get people that are sniping from this rock. You can get people crossing in the woods by the marked circle. You can get people down below you here. This is a pretty high traffic area. And you can also see into the med camp slightly if you have like a big gun, like I've got a Mark 18. I actually got a shooter born from here on someone looting that crate once. Alright, we all know where I'm at now. Don't be the guy that sits up here like a fucking idiot right here. Because if people are down below you, they're gonna look up and see just a silhouette of a dude sitting right there. If you're gonna come up to Sniper Rock, be a smart boy and use your brain a little bit. Come sit in a crevice. Come sit right over here or something. Sit where you're not skylining yourself. Right here is a decent spot, or you can hop over here and sit up here maybe, or you can go even further back, sit on those rocks, technically, you can also go back. And there's another spot over here. I'm gonna need stamina. You can jump on this rock and then jump over to there. I think most people know about this now. It's not common that I die up here and don't get looted. And people check it a lot, so be careful if you're gonna come up here, but you can sit up on this rock. And you have really good sight lines over here. But it's kind of difficult to spot people. If they're looking up here, chances are they're gonna see you before you see them. Alternatively, you can come sit like right here, and a lot less people look here, and you have better sight lines on all this stuff. People like to cross from the USET camps or sunken through these rocks because it's got the most cover, and head over to Dickhead. So this is a good spot to sit. You can also jump further around the ledge and sit somewhere like right here for like the exact same sight lines. You can just move around, really. Like, you can go all the way around this ledge, all the way back over to the sniper rock. I like this spot a lot. Okay, this next spot isn't really a specific spot. It's just that any of these big fat rocks that jut out from the main like rock in the middle where the sniper scav spawns, if you get an early spawn or a close spawn to these, you can come up on like any of these rocks. Nobody ever looks up here. You can catch people running through all these fields. That's New Village right there. That is the connexes or the C-cans that are between Old Village and New Village. Sunken is somewhere down over there. You can just see people rotating through so much of the map from up here. Any of these rocks, that one, that one. Alright, this next spot overwatches the Old Village. If you call in an airdrop, it'll land like right in the middle of that road, and you can use any of these rocks to shoot down on it. Just be careful, because it is like basically the only spot that can overwatch here, so a lot of people will check these rocks and run up behind you before they even end up going down into the village. But just pick a spot, don't skyline yourself because that's dumb. Find like a little cubby to sit in. Just be smart about it. Like maybe right here is where you sit. Maybe this is your spot. This is your happy little spot. Who knows? It's like that's the rock that, these are all the rocks that go around Old Village. There's this little outcropping here, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone like in this back corner of the map. So if you really want to bet on somebody coming through Old Village, you could sit back here on like any of these rocks that you can get up on. I don't know how many of them, like maybe right here. No one would ever fucking look for you right here. And you might even be able to counter snipe people that go to this more obvious angle all along here. Anyone that's looting, free target. You can wall bang this shed if you want to. A little bit further to the right, there's this area. That's the edge of the map there. So if you just like crouch on this rock, you can look over basically the same area as the last spot. But this has the added bonus that if somebody shoots you, you're falling out of the map, so they can't even get your loot. Unless there's an invisible wall, I'm pretty sure you can jump onto this shed. So let's give it a try. Yep, you can get up on this shed. I don't know how useful that would be. Maybe for a flank, so you can drop down on someone in here. But realistically, I mean, if you sit on this side, you're kind of covered, because that's all like the edge of the map back there. So maybe if you're counter sniping people on these rocks, or people in the village, you can sit up here. I'd stay low though. You don't want to be too obvious. Okay, next spot I actually just discovered as I was filming this. You can jump from the ground here, onto that, onto the top of this truck, and then onto this C-can. And then you have a really, really nice line of sight. Most people sit at those rocks right there, or those rocks right there to snipe down here, but this gives you a more centered view on the whole road of New Village. And you have the added bonus of being able to see Old Village behind you at the expense that you are way, way more exposed. But maybe they don't know how to get to your loot if you die up here. Who knows? I've never seen anyone sit up here. And on either side of that truck, you can crouch here, sit in between the tree, watch down the roads here. This is a nice spot. I like this better than the one on the other side. The one on the other side is what people check more often, I feel. It's really hard to see you in that spot I was just sitting. This one you gotta peek your head over. Makes it a little bit more easy to be seen. I don't really like this spot all too much. Maybe you'll learn something here, OMFG. This next spot, you can jump up onto this table onto the wall, onto the shed, onto the, I don't know what that's called, an awning, and then onto the building. And this is a really, really nice spot for village. I usually sit right here, because then you're covered from, like, basically every direction. And you can see through the pinholes of the trees. You can even sit on the chimney if you want. I usually don't. You can actually also jump into this tree. And maybe this tree? I don't know. Definitely this tree, though. And you can see down the main road. You can see in the building across from you. You can actually get on the building across from you as well. You could have like 2 people here. Last spot, that's the last spot. You can jump right into this tree. I didn't know you could do this, but here it is. I don't know how useful it is, but you can do it. Alright, this next spot is also on the house across from the last spot. Jump up on this, onto the shed, onto the other shed, onto the awning, onto the awning, onto the roof. And if you're getting real crazy, you can double jump into this tree and across to the shed there, or you can just sit in this tree. I like to sit up here. I like to lay right here. And then you can see people coming in from this side. Alright, this next spot, ground, blue barrel, fence. Then you can come up here, jump across to the house, jump across to the shed, get in that tree, stand on this chimney. The possibilities are endless. Actually don't know if you can get on the chimney. I think you should be able to. Yeah, I would not recommend standing up here though. This is like begging to die. This just in. Chat came in with a real G maneuver. You can jump onto the green box truck and then into this tree. This tree does not look like you should be able to get into it because it's pretty thick. It looks like it should have collision way higher, but it doesn't. So you can kind of just see down the main road. But I don't really like sitting in trees just because of the visibility. Like, now I can't fucking see anything through my scope. It's a spot, though. Most people don't spend, like, any time on this road because there's so many angles to watch it from. Did you see vehicle extract from here? Oh my god, that's dirty. You could totally just sit here and shoot someone through that when they take the vehicle extract. You can also get onto the bus depot from the garbage can right there, and then onto the fence, then you jump across to here. This is just a little bus stop. You can get on top of it. So if you have a 5-man, dude, just like fucking put people everywhere. One on each building, one in the tree. Just like make sure, because this is a good spot to loot. There's like 37 rare spawns in all these buildings. So if you just set up a squad here, it's like all the loot will just come to you at some point. Plus there's the vehicle extract, which a lot of Giga Chads take. To this awning, you can get on the roof of this broken building, and you kind of have sight lines of the road here, but I don't know. I've never seen anyone up here, so maybe it would be sneaky, but I don't know if I'd sit here. It seems kind of not good. Okay, if my theory crafting is correct, you should be able to jump from here onto the awning, and then onto the roof. If I could jump, hello, spacebar, hello, okay. Awesome, great. Here would probably be better than the other house. You have more angles, and you can see down the main road better. I think that this is a way better option. Yep, right onto the awning, and then onto the roof. Yep, another spot. I've never seen anybody sit up here. Like I'm just looking around for this video, trying to find nice spots, and maybe this is one. This is the gargoyle spot. Just sit here and fucking roleplay as a stone creature. Alright, surprisingly few people know about this tree. But there's the attachment shack behind that fence right there. You can just kind of walk up this tree. If you go too far, you'll fall out of it and fucking die to death. But you can just sit up here. And you've got angles down this way. And all along the woods. If you hear Sturman, come sit up here. You'll probably catch someone trying to rotate around all throughout here. Alright, everybody knows about this next spot. Just walk up here. This is the rock that I was showing you from where was I showing you? From over there before. Remember at the beginning of the video? This is the rock that I was looking at. A lot of people will sit up here and skyline themselves like big fat dum-dums. If they're smart, they sit right here. If they're dumb, They'll just be up here like, oh, look at me, I'm a fucking completely stationary target in the wide open. Please don't shoot me, guys. Please don't shoot me. You just jump on this pipe. Uh-oh. Fuck. Am I stuck now? No, I'm fine. Everything's fine. Alright, well, don't worry. Don't stream that, guys. Don't stream that. I'm not live right now. We don't see me mess up. And then you just jump out of the building. Maybe this would be... You're so exposed up here. Sit up here at your own peril, dude. I'm not gonna take responsibility for all those deaths. To get down, you just drop on this pipe. In that tree, I've never seen anyone here, never done it before. You just jump onto this cabin. Over here. And then just walk jump into the tree. Oh, this is fucking dumb, dude. Why is this allowed? This should be forbidden knowledge. Alright, here's another spot. You can jump onto this little thing here. And then you can, I like to run because sometimes when you jump, you just slide off. And then you can, crouch here. And you have good sight lines towards spine where people rotate down from. Really good sight lines along this road. You can get shooter-borne kills here. And you can kind of see in like the middle of the sawmill yard. But I very rarely get killed here because not a lot of people think, oh, it's such a tiny rock, no one would be sitting there. Plus you got all these trees behind you so you're not skylining yourself. So you can also get on top of this rock here. You run up that little slope or jump up and then you like run your way around and then jump up here. I don't know how useful this is. It's just in between Dickhead and that last rock that I showed you. But I've never once seen anybody up here, so. Because if you sit up here, you look like a fucking dickhead because you're just so exposed to every angle, right? Alternatively, you can sit down here so you're not so exposed from every angle. You have way less to scan and be seen from. Or you can go up here in this little rat hole, slide all the way down so you can't be seen from behind. And this is probably the best spot that you could be sitting here. In this big pile of rocks here. There's plenty of ways to get up on top of this rock, but this is the way that I like to do it because if you end up fucking up the jump, this is where you're gonna be closest to. It's a bit iffy because game just likes to slip and slide you around and not let you input things because, I don't know, Nikita hates everything. And you gotta walk around here, and this is the hardest jump to make. It fucks you like so often, but it is entirely possible. I've done it before. Yeah, there we go. You just gotta spam the spacebar and pray the game lets you do it, and then it's easy from here. You just run and gibble-gop your way up the sides. Oh, don't slide me off. Yeah, and then you're up here. And this spot is nuts. You sit right here. You have lines to Sniper Rock. That's the people rotate down from spine. All behind Dickhead, you can see the entire trench. If people are taking cover in the low ground, you can see them there. You can even see all the way back to the USEC camps. Plenty of containers people loot there. This would be a free shooter-borne kill if someone looted that. You can see down the main road, like this is easily the best spot on Woods. This spot is nuts and nobody knows how to get up here, so. Also, I've noticed while trying to get up here, this crow will always fly in the exact same path from over there straight in front of you every single time. I never knew the crows had a set path. I learned something today. If you know someone's in there, you can just jump up on this little ledge here and slowly lean your way out. Clear it as you go. A lot of people, they just like sit right here. I don't like how open it is. I like to sit back here and use the right hand. A lot of people also come up here, but if you get spotted first, you're dead. You can't stand up and get away before you die. There's an M4 spawn up here, and you can, what I like to do is sit right here. Because, I don't know, I feel like I have more cover. Not a lot of people come from that angles, and you can't be seen from behind you, which is the biggest issue. And then you can just, if you get a good spawn, you can just overwatch, because people will be running right where my crosshair is, up that hill, and probably just start looting these containers if they don't see you right away. Alternatively, there's a camouflage awning down here. You can lay on this. You don't have super good sight lines. You could also just crouch on it. That way you're more mobile. You get the same sight lines basically if you're crouching. But a lot of people just lay down here. I don't know why. It kind of fucking hamstrings you. Another spot is the awning in the other med camp. You can jump up and onto it. A lot of people just don't really look up in this game. You're completely clear from this side. There's mines on this side. And you can just crouch up here, shoot people at the other camp. Or you can just get people while they're looting that crate, that weapon box, inside the tent. You can obviously shoot through this. It's a good spot. You can also jump onto the tent. There's another awning here. Once again, you're safe from this side, but people will run up. You'll hear them. People will run up from the radar tower over there. And they're probably, when you run up here, your crosshair immediately goes like to these angles. It doesn't come up here, so you'll get the jump on them if you sit up here. Jump onto this generator here, the Jayco. And then you can jump onto the C-can. You can jump over here as well. I'd probably recommend sitting on this one because you have more cover. But you can see people that rotate from the Connex village over there. And you can also see people that are just looting around because a lot of people don't look up. Technically, you'd get the jump on people that are rotating over from USEC camps because they'd come up from this side and they wouldn't be pre-aiming high unless they're cheating. Onto the shed. Never seen anyone up here. Great sight lines on this river or lake. That's where Sunken is. Sunken is over there. You can see the church, but that's about it. That's a scab extract right there. It's called Scab Bridge. I think it's literally right there. And you could also get the jump on people that are rotating from over here. A lot of people check this because the rogue bosses can spawn here. They spawn in this village and at the tower over there. And it's really easy to fight them here. You just go into the bunker and then they'll just push you and they die. Nice spot. Would sit up here if I wasn't so impatient. Wait a minute. Oh no, it's not solid at the top. You can also get on the light post. You heard it here first, folks. Obviously, this guide's not going to be comprehensive because there's a million spots you could rat on woods. Any one of these bushes could be a rat spot, and there's like 30 of them in front of me right now. So be creative. Find your own little rat nest. One last bonus spot for you fellas while I'm about to die. You can jump down onto that rock, and even if somebody does kill you, most of the time they're not even going to bother looting you because, you know, it's a pain in the fuck. Also, you can sit over here on this rock or this rock, and you can overwatch early in the raid. Rotates all throughout this area. Alright, and that is all the spots that I know about or that are moderately interesting on woods. I think there's a few bangers in there, like that one really big rock that's to the left of Sniper Mountain. That is like, whew, that's an S tier spot, dude. That one is good. That one on the top of Spine is also really good. There's plenty of nice spots, so enjoy them. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys want for the next map. And other than that, drop a like if you liked the video, if it helped you out, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.